Dan, we can put you right here.
Ah, look at that.
Wow. I first pitched this story, I think, 2017. It's 2021. I am in my 30s now. A lot of time has passed.
Hello, we're invading your space already.
Hey.
We have to come check out the trucks.
RJ, the founder and CEO of Rivian, he came to our offices to show us the R1T virtually. Him and one of his guys gave me a VR headset, and I put it on, and all of a sudden in front of me was this really cool pickup truck that I've never seen before.
You look like the Rivian's giving birth to you.
So many people, at that time, a few years ago, were just making electric vehicles that were commuter cars, like the Chevy Bolt, which is a great car, but not particularly interesting. And here was someone with a vision to make a car that people actually want to buy, a pickup that people actually want to buy, something that can go off-road, but it'll be as luxurious as a Range Rover and as fun to drive as a sports car.
24-year career, I have never seen a press car that had its own can opener or a knife.
Most automakers know not to give journalists knives.
Yeah, that's...
I immediately started thinking of story ideas for that, and I was really into overlanding, still am, and I kind of just stumbled upon the Trans-America Trail and was like, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be the first to do this, to cross the Trans-America Trail in an electric vehicle. It does start now.
You're up. That's
very
it.
fitting.
Our electric adventure is starting now.
Let's do it.
This is your 2-year dream.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Cross country and electric car.
Wow.
And
Off-road.
you're doing it. Starting backwards, off-road.
The Trans-America Trail is kind of like the ultimate great American road trip. You're starting in North Carolina on the Atlantic Ocean and driving largely on unpaved roads to the Pacific Ocean in Oregon. It's kind of an insane thing to do, in all honesty.
Holy crow, we as MotorTrend are going to cross the country using back roads and no roads in an electric car. Like, people are not buying electric cars because they're going, well, what if I, out of my usual routine, instead of going from home to work, I suddenly have to pick up the kids because my husband got sick or my wife got sick, or what if I have to go to the grocery store and I run out of power? We're going to the middle of freaking nowhere.
I've been thinking about this project, staring at the maps for more than a year, and so to be out here on trail with the MotorTrend team, with our vehicle team, has been super fun. The piece that took us the longest to solve for was just the appropriate daily mileage to hit. How do we do it in a way that's aggressive and time efficient, but also manageable for the people who are on trail driving, not wearing them out, making sure they're getting enough sleep, stuff like that.
Cool. Man, I don't even know where to start today. Long story short. We did our drive. We left at 7 in the morning. We arrived in Livingston, Virginia, from Nags, North Carolina at 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm really proud of our progress today. 12 hours of driving is a lot. Some really, honestly, great driving roads. Man, I lost my train of thought because it's late and I'm tired. And, yeah, peace. Also, who says peace anymore? What am I, 13? Anyway.
Hey, one Rivian, we have a flat rear right tire.
So the irony here is we were just in the car discussing, because I'm trying to watch my speed because it's really rocky and I'm worried about a tire, and I'm just saying to Christian, what do you think, should I be worried about the tires? He's like, no, I think you could put on a little bit more speed and not worry about them so much. And then we find out, we didn't even realize we had a flat tire. So yeah, guess slower would have been better. I am thinking this is the first of many tires we'll go through on this trip. These guys put the spare on and repaired the tire that I thought I destroyed but didn't in about 60 seconds is what it felt like. I've seriously never seen tires come off a car and onto a car so quickly. It's like being in NASCAR. So yeah, we'll continue on our way, 10 minutes after we stopped, would you say? Yeah, this is incredible. it's been something on this trip that like the pavement just boom, it ends and all of a sudden you're on gravel and you have to adjust your driving style because as we learned the hard way to our detriment, you can really screw up a tire on some of these really rough rock roads. But the Rivian has a lot of drive modes and there's really a lot of differentiation between them because they have an air suspension, they have this fancy hydraulic damper and roll control system where all 4 axles are intertwined. They change their pedal travel, they change the regenerative braking response, so the road changes instantly, and you change modes with the screen, and the truck changes instantly. Poor Christian is my co-pilot. I'm like, Christian, give me rally mode. Christian, give me drift mode. Christian, give me all-purpose mode. But there really is a mode for every type of driving. It's like 2 different vehicles. It's wild. Oh, well, this is different. So look at this. I think it says on there 1928 Ford. So it's kind of funny. So here's our tie-in, right? You ready for this? Like, this was the most modern thing you could buy, at least from Ford, because, you know, Ford kept on with that Model T right into the 20s, long after it was obsolete. Wow. But then he came out with this. So just like our Rivians, like this was super modern. It had traditional controls. Before too long, it would have a V8 engine. Yeah. This might have gotten, at least from Ford fanatics, the same kind of stares we're getting in our Rivians.
I can imagine.
Well, hello. Here I am. You know, today it really occurred to me kind of how monumental it is what we're doing and what these trucks are doing. I mean, we are crossing the country off-road, almost entirely off-road, in electric trucks. We're the first ones to do this. And I told Christian, like when we're old men and we can see these vehicles in a museum somewhere and say, we drove that car part of the way across the country. We were the first ones, or something like that. I do plan to talk in this voice when I'm old. I'll fake it, but I'll talk like this. So, thank you for watching. Good night.
Our support Rivian didn't get as much charge as we did. These chargers appear to be really slow.
So yeah, we didn't get quite as much charge as we need, so we're just plotting an extra stop. We're gonna turn off the route for a few miles to hit a fast charger, juice up, and then away we go. The minor perils of electric car travel. So our 12-hour day is now looking like 13 hours. What's an hour when you're not getting any sleep?
I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I've driven lots of cars. I've spent countless thousands of dollars on fuel. There's probably a sense of guilt as we watch like kind of the world change. You get more extreme weather events. I don't fault anyone for it. You know, these are all decisions made way before our lifetime. We inherited this system, but it doesn't mean we can't change it and change it for the better and hopefully leave a better world for, you know, the people that follow us. And so it's really great to me that vehicles like the R1T kind of allow you to continue to do the things you already love, to be outdoors, to explore, to go off-roading, to haul stuff, to drive quick on a good road without the environmental guilt, the damage, the noise, the air pollution. It's definitely a hard transition I think we're making, but long-term it'll be worth it. I'm positive of that.
Today, despite being, 14 hours on the road, it's tough to complain. As weird as that is. It's just the roads were so epic. You really have to see this to believe this. And I really think the next waves are going to be in for a shock when they see kind of how grueling this is and how, it's rewarding but grueling. It's like a good workout.
This is 43 days. It is an endurance race. It's a marathon. It's a relay race, actually, if you really think about it. It just made sense to not be selfish and not do the whole thing myself as much as I might want to, and to hand it off to my fellow editors. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what people in the next wave, like Miguel Cortina. I talked to him on the phone yesterday. He's super excited to get behind the wheel, and I can't wait to see his reaction and how he enjoys the trip.
We've been in Virginia for a very, very long time, but the cool thing to me is like I look at these beautiful mountains in the backdrop, these tree-strewn mountains where it looks like nothing that doesn't walk on all fours would possibly go, but that's what we've driven through, it's given me a new appreciation for hitting the back roads. I mean, I always put Google Maps when I have the time. I always put avoid highways, you know, and take the secondary roads. And I thought I was seeing the landscape then, but boy, this is terrific. It's emotional, it's spiritual. I think if everybody, even with what little I've seen, if everybody could get out and just drive this little piece that we've seen, I think it would just change it.
We're gonna say battery.
So we got 199 miles of range. I think, yeah, 199, but we're very low on saltwater taffy.
I should have bought
This
more.
could be a real problem. Should have bought
I had
more.
a 5-pound box. Why didn't I buy the 5-pound box?
I know. We ate a whole pound of taffy.
Yeah.
What is wrong with us?